a three. Won't go. Rebound box. Back out to Allen. His three-pointer. 5 seconds to go. Evans. Whoa. Firing.
Hello. Welcome all. Mr. Jake, I believe you're muted.
Hello.
There you go.
What is going on, Aiden Rat?
Not much.
Welcome to another episode of We Chatting Sports Media.
There we
got
go.
Another banger today.
Yeah, we do.
Second episode ever. I see we added a nice intro, and we will be covering
all. Intro, by the way,
I loved it. I loved it. I love it. I think it's great, and I think it's important to our followers that we're not just going to be covering the NFL. Like right now, we're going to be talking about it because playoffs aren't up, but we're going to cover all sports. And our next episode would probably be more shifting towards the NHL, what's going on the NHL, the MLB, free agent signings, and probably just a sum up of the NBA too, because that's another sport that we love watching. And yeah, so it's not just strictly about NFL and college football and what Canadian Football League, AFL, if that's even a thing, XFL. But yes, we'll talk about every sports, what's going on in the sport world. And today we are talking about the NFL playoffs. We just got the bracket set. We just got the stage set. Aaron Rodgers, another clutch performance, and not from the kickers. I thought Chris Boswell was going to get ran out of town, but he got saved by his other kicking best friend, Tyler Loop.
That's too bad.
Yeah, but again, Rodgers back to the playoffs. Been a long time for him, but not as long as the Jets haven't made the playoffs. So that's a little concerning still. Yeah. So.
They'll be back. They got to take advantage of those first rounders.
Oh, they do, and I think they're going to have two. I think they have two in the top 15. They have the number 2 pick now since the Giants won. So let's see if one of the quarterbacks are gonna either stay with their current college team or enter the draft. And I saw a bunch of reports saying that nobody wants to go to the Jets unless they're a Jet fan. And I don't think Dante Moore, the Oregon quarterback, is a Jet fan. So it looks like he's probably be making more money back at Oregon with all the NIL money, and that's probably what he was saying next year. Along with the Ole Miss quarterback, Trinidad Chambliss, he just filed for a 6-year, I think it was another year eligibility, and I'm sure he'd be making a crap ton of money at Ole Miss, especially making the college football playoffs and winning 2 games, being in Georgia last Saturday in a heartbreak. And now I think they're facing off either Miami or Indiana, who it's against Miami. So he has a chance to go to the national championship. So that's another quarterback that's on the Jets' radar that are probably knocked off now. And I did enough talking so far, so let's get you into it, Aiden.
All right. You want to get right into the bracket here?
Let's talk about what happened when we were live streaming. We had Panthers, Buccaneers, the Monsoon Bowl. It was a mud bowl. They were playing through a hurricane.
It was terrible. Yeah. That's fun weather, though.
That is. I mean, better than the snow, I feel like. I wouldn't want to – in the snow, you're freezing, this, that, and that. But I think in the rain, like, you could slide forever. Anything could happen, whether it's a forced fumble or an interception or a bad throw, that anything could happen. And that we saw some big-time plays late in the fourth quarter from Bryce Young throwing that deep ball to having a chance to win it there. He hit Jalen Coker, Holy Cross alum, by the way. A shout out Holy Cross, and a FCS school opponent, and he had a big game, and they pulled it with what was the final score? Did they lose by 2?
Lost by 2.
Or they lost by 2, exactly, and they were right there. So again, they had a nice run. It was a great fourth quarter, a great game on Saturday, and then the Saturday night game.
I mean, what was that? 2 straight losses?
That is, yeah. That's the Niners right there. We were praising how how much their offense should be talked about. How powering Christian McCaffrey is. I only think he got 67 yards. I think rushing and just a bad day for Brock Purdy. And let me tell you, the Seahawks defense, they dialed up the blitz. And again, 49ers defense, they did do a good job, but besides a poor tackling, and they were very fortunate. They limited to the Seahawks to 10 points in the first half and 3 in the second half. But again, just a terrible showing for the Niners offense there. And hopefully now they have to go into Philly, which I know Philly's not happy about their drawn after they lost to the Washington Commanders, the 39-year-old Josh Johnson this past weekend. So that is something to look out for. And again, that's something we're gonna get more into in a little bit there.
Yeah, for sure. The Niners gotta dial in. This was very unexpected by Christian McCaffrey. His performance this week caught me way off guard, as I'm sure it did for many people.
Yeah, and as much as it's only Christian McCaffrey, I think it was more of the Seahawks defense. They were everywhere. And they didn't miss many tackles. They were dialing up some blitzes. They were dropping into coverage. And it was a hard time. I don't know if you saw the final play, but Brock Purdy got absolutely hammered.
Yeah,
They were coming right after.
concerned for him.
And that again, and you hope he's okay for next week, because now they got to go into Philly, which is a tougher opponent than they were gonna have to go into Carolina. So, but we gotta give credit to the other side of the ball. We gotta give credit to the Seattle Seahawks offense. Sam Darnold,
man, he is the man.
Of course, former Jet, thriving again, and this is a pretty cool fact. He is the second quarterback joining Tom Brady for back-to-back consecutive 14-win seasons. So that's a pretty cool that is a pretty cool honor that Sam Darnold has, and hopefully I'm pulling for Sam Darnold here. Again, that's a Seahawks team which I never thought would be very scary, but now that they're the top of the NFC West, do they have their backs against the wall? Maybe this is better for the Rams and Niners. We don't know. So we'll see that this Saturday.
Oh yeah, we will. And then the Bills jumped up a spot too.
The Bills, yeah, Chargers. See, I don't think we took into like cover thinking that like the Bills were gonna win by a lot, and then the Chargers playing the division rivals, the Broncos, which the Broncos need that win to secure the number 1 spot. So that was a big game for them too. I don't think I know I didn't see that, how the Broncos are gonna play all their guys and win and try to get that number 1. So then that gives the Patriots some room too. Now they don't have to play their division rival in the first round. They can wait until the second round if they get there. Not in the second round, in the championship round. They potentially get there, right? So that throws a screwball in there. Looking at the AFC West, is now we have these 3 wildcard games that any of these teams could make a run here. Anybody can. And the Denver now they got their backs on the wall being the 1 seed. Most of these games, I think they should have at least like lost 5 games, right? So now Sean Payton, veteran coach, been a long time with the Saints. He's again in another great situation, but so is Buffalo and Jacksonville.
And then there's all this talk about the Patriots playing easy teams and this and that.
Yeah, so we got
what holds up in the playoffs.
We got a lot of stuff to go over here, and any of these games are, I think it's a coin toss. It comes down to one possession, and the one I'm looking at the most is Houston versus Pittsburgh. That is just a defensive slugfest. We watched it last night. We had I'm pretty sure it was it 2 touchdowns in the last fourth quarter for the Ravens and Steelers. It was something surreal, but the rest of the game was terrible.
Yeah, it was.
Back and forth punt. Back and forth punt. It was.
boring.
I'm pretty sure it was 10-3 at half. It was not entertaining. I'm glad I stayed up to be like, because I know I had a feeling and I wanted to see who was going to win the AFC North, and I'm glad I stayed up for it because again that was just unbelievable. Aaron Rodgers going down 2 minutes early. Lamar Jackson gets in the field goal range, and kickers are a big part of the game. He just mishit it. It is what it is. Cost his team, I guess the season. But again, there's a couple of games that they should have won and they didn't.
It's part of the game, right?
Part of the game, yeah.
You gotta put it behind you. You gotta look forward, and you gotta move on.
And I'm glad that the coaches and the staff were condole. He was like looking up to Tyler Loop and telling him it's all right, it's all right, it's all right. But you've getting paid so much money to make that kick, and he probably would have got a fat paycheck if he made that kick and they went to the playoffs. But you know what? Just miss it. It is what it is. He's got next year, but I don't I don't I don't stand by the threats that he should be getting after missing that big kick. You know, like
No,
that's
no.
just never right. The guy's got a family. I saw tweets that him and his fiance were getting heckled and like threatened over
That's too
DMs.
far.
That's
Too
that's that's a little much.
It
You know,
is.
yeah, that
Stuff happens, you know.
you can't do that. You can't
It
do that.
happens, and unfortunately, obviously, it's not the outcome that anyone wants, but it's part of the game.
No. So then,
What you do
do
is
you want to?
move past it.
Yeah. Do you want to jump to the NFC and give us a little coverage there?
Yeah, let's do it. I mean, we talked a little about Seattle, right? I mean, very, very unexpected game with the 49ers. Very.
Very. Yeah.
But do I see them making it far? I think it's possible. The game that I'm really looking forward to here, being a Cowboys fan, is San Fran and Philly. That will be an
Yeah.
interesting game in Philly.
Yeah.
That'll be very
That's
nice. I mean, the Eagles every player's coming off essentially a bye week, and they're well rested. And I hope it works out for them. But it's about how you treat a bye week. You stay
Yeah.
in it, you train, you get ready, you prepare, and obviously, I think they've been around this, they know the business, and I think you're going to see a strong Philly offense come out on January 11th.
Yeah, and I totally agree on you with that. They got their guys basically rested. Yeah, the Eagles had Tanner McKee started, and they still put up a good fight. But I think they honestly took that, knowing the repercussions that they need their guys healthy. They're going to come back. They're going to play a hungry San Francisco team after, especially losing last week to the Seahawks. And then again, I think the rest of the games are. I think there's going to be. We have a good feeling of who's gonna win. Yes, I don't work for Vegas. I don't know who's really gonna win, but I feel like I have a good feeling that most of the teams are gonna win here. But again, 49ers, Eagles, that's one where I'm a little on the spectrum. I don't know which one to pick. And again, that's gonna be a dogfight, especially in Philly too. It's gonna be cold. Whoa, last time Brock Purdy was there in the playoffs, he got hurt. So
Yeah.
that's something else to look for. See if he has a little, something going on there. And then again, look at these rest of these games. Seahawks, they get the bye. They play the winner of the Rams and Panthers. And
What do
shout
we
out
think about
Panthers.
that?
Shout out Panthers. Buccaneers needed a lot of praying. I don't know if you saw the clip of Baker Mayfield stressing on the couch.
Yeah,
That's us. That's us normally when we have a parlay in, right?
for sure.
So he was really going through it. And I honestly, I like Baker Mayfield. I like the Buccaneers. But they just did it to themselves, man. They let the Falcons come back right in. Falcons, they didn't get shot tonight. They beat Tyler Shaw and the Saints down in Atlanta. Kirko Chains reviving, trying to come back for another season after that win he had over there with Bijan Robinson. But Panthers, they get the NFC South. They're hosting the LA Rams. That's a game I'm going to take the Rams, despite the Panthers being the home team. Not enough offense from the Panthers and Bryce Young over there. And I think that this is a game that the Rams want back. They lost. I think did they lose last week? They didn't lose last week. They lost a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
They lost that Seahawks game. They're gonna want this one, and they're gonna want the Seattle in a rematch in Seattle in the division.
This might come back to haunt me here, but I don't really think that's one to think about. That game right there, Rams, Panthers.
Yeah.
And I
totally agree.
The entire world is looking forward to a Rams Seattle.
That's what
second round game.
Not even second. Well, yeah, second round, but that's the third time going at each other. So again, I don't want to sleep on the Panthers because they did win the division. But with the 8-9 record against a 12-5 Rams team in that NFC West, I'm gonna have to take the Rams here.
Yep, I agree with you. Now Green Bay and Chicago, if I remember correctly, you picked the sleeper Green Bay last week. How are we feeling about that?
Yeah, I did pick the sleeper. I picked the Packers to win last week against the Vikings. They lost. They look terrible. Malik Willis again. He just doesn't have any help right now, and I hope I think Jordan Love's going to be ready for this week, going against this Caleb Williams offense and Ben Johnson. Again, it's going to be another game to watch. I think the Packers are going to have this, despite them being 9-7. I think this is the game. They're more experienced. They, again, a division rival. I think they're going to get them here. If I'm looking at the Bears' schedule, right?
What do the Bears have coming off 2 straight losses here, right?
Yeah.
Going into the first round. Not something you want, but maybe they can bounce back.
Exactly. Yeah, you're completely right on that, Aiden. And again, that's something that we're gonna cover. The Packers, the Packers beat them on December 7th, and then they lost to them on December 20th in overtime. So the Bears and Packers split. This is a game 3. You might say it's a coin toss. I don't think so. I think the Packers are gonna be more experienced. They had that first win against them. They're gonna have them again, and they're gonna go into Chicago and beat the Bears.
Just like I can see that 2 seasons ago, they came into AT&T Stadium, first round of the playoffs, and I remember, I was so excited for that game. Cowboys were undefeated at home. The Packers come in and they beat them by 2 scores. They had like 44 points on the road, and I can see them doing something like that again. Really,
Yeah.
if Jordan Love is healthy, that no doubt in my mind that something like that can happen again.
And again, that's a team you don't want to sleep on. That's a scary 9-7 Packers team. Their record shows, but again, that's in a tough conference. They were the Vikings who didn't make it, the Lions who didn't make it. They were a still good team. They probably would have been at the top of the chart for the NFC South.
100%.
So again, that's a really tough division up there in the North. And yeah, they know how to play football in the cold, in the warm, in the rain, in the sunshine, whatever it is. Matt LaFleur is going to have his Packer team come ready and try to stick it to Detroit Lions, former Detroit Lions, Ben Johnson over there.
Oh yeah, for sure. Let's play a little puzzle game here. Let's go through and make a couple predictions. Does that sound good?
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, I feel like that'd be pretty cool to do. So you want to start with Buffalo Jacksonville?
Yeah.
All right.
Do you want to go first?
I'm going to go first here, and I'll tell you what. The other day I picked Buffalo, and I'm sticking with it. I'm not going to turn away. I did think Buffalo was going to end up playing the Chargers. Now that they're playing Jacksonville, I mean, that's a scary Jacksonville team. I do see Josh Allen have the ability to go into Jacksonville and destroy their defense. So I'm going to take Buffalo here. And what do you think?
Listen, I'm riding the wave on that one. I see a very good vision, very clear vision that the Bills might be going to the Super Bowl here. As crazy as it sounds, being the 6th seed, I think they're gonna handle the Jaguars down in Jacksonville. Josh Allen, I think he's much better than Trevor Lawrence. Yes, he needs tools and everything, but I think Bills are better coached than Liam Cohen the first year. Coach, I'm not saying Liam Cohen did a terrible job because he's 13-4 and he won the NFC South over the Texans and Colts who started the season so hot.
Yeah.
Again, Liam Cohen did a fantastic job, but again, I think Sean McDermott and the Bills are a better team. Give me the 12-5 Bills here. They're gonna go into Denver, and I guess we could talk about that game next week if the Bills advance.
Yeah.
So give me the Bills here.
I like it. Then I think that's what we might end up seeing. I have a strong feeling about it.
Yeah.
No, so now we move on to the number 7 Chargers and the 2 seed Patriots.
Yeah. So this is another game that I think could go down right to the wire.
Oh yeah.
You got Drake May here.
Yeah, Drake
Stevenson,
May.
Trayvon Henderson, all those guys against a young Chargers team. It's like the young against the young. Although the coaches, they both have some experience going of being head coaches in these important games. And ultimately it's up to the players. Justin Herbert against Drake May. Omarion Hampton is back for the Chargers. Justin Herbert coming off a couple of injuries. He's back. Last week he didn't have I don't think he played last week. So I think whatever it is, Chargers going to come out fresh. Patriots are going to come out hot because they are playing in Foxborough for the first time in since Tom Brady played there.
Yeah.
So for in the playoff game. So I know Foxborough is going to bring the energy as they usually do. I'm gonna have to go with the Jets rivals here. Give me the Patriots.
All right. You know what? Like you said, I'm gonna ride the wave here. I see a very strong Patriots team coming in, and they're hosting the Chargers. Now, Justin Herbert, I felt good about him for the whole season. There was nothing really anything bad that I had to say about Justin Herbert this season. But when it comes down to it, you got the top runner for MVP, Drake May, up against Justin Herbert, and not shit talking Justin Herbert here, but I see Drake May coming out on top, and I think Drake May is going to put up points regardless. I don't think it matters what defense he's going up against, and excuse me, but it does matter for the defenses how well New England's defense performs and how well Justin Herbert can attack this defense. But either way, I think the number 2 seed Patriots will, in fact, beat the Chargers. And I think it's going to be a close game. There's going to be a late drive to the end of this game. We might see a tie game, late 20, or I'm sorry. What am I trying to say here? High 20s or maybe low 30, score. And then it's down to Drake May, 2-minute drill to come up with the win or set his kicker up for a game winning kick. And that's one that Tyler Loop wished he made last night. But, then again, I think that's what we're going to see here. It's going to be a very close game.
I couldn't agree any more with you. And it comes down to also Drake May, but also his receiver, Stephon Diggs, man. He's had an incredible season. He's had an incredible season. But again, both brothers made the playoffs, Stephon Diggs and newly acquired Packers pickup, Trayvon Diggs.
There you go.
We're gonna see Stephon Diggs. He's a vet. He's had those miracles, the miracle in Minnesota. Those type of things. And let's see if he can pull it off here with the young team, New England Patriots.
And who knows? Maybe he'll face his old team, the Buffalo Bills, down the line. You never know.
Yeah. Again, that's another story to watch out for. And then the Monday night game on January 12th at 8:15, we have the AFC North division champions, Pittsburgh Steelers, against the number 5 seed Houston Texans. And I think we covered this before. I think it's going to be a low. I think it's going to be like in the teen score here, maybe a 17-13, 17-10, 20-17. But we got to talk about these two teams' defense.
Oh yeah.
They were all over the place. I mean, the besides the fourth quarter, 2 minute with 4 minutes left, that defense was hard, man. They were getting in there. They were getting their nose dirty. They were making some plays I've never seen before, and that's something you want. That was a playoff game for the Steelers.
100%. That's exactly something you want carrying into the first round of the playoffs.
And it's great to see that the Ravens were having their way with everything, and then that momentum swing. When they took that momentum swing, they went right to it, foot on the pedal, and they laid the hammer. And again, that you need to see that. And I think they call it the Curtain City for that reason, or Steel Curtain City, whatever it is. It shows you how strong they are and how united they are. And man, that city rallies behind them during everything.
Example.
So yeah. So it's gonna be hard to beat a veteran Steelers team, Mike Tomlin, again making another playoff appearance. Again, who knows if he's gonna save his job? I think if they win, he might. And I think I'm gonna take the Steelers here.
I like it. It's respectable. I agree with what you said here. It's gonna be, I think, on the lower end of a scoring game, and we're gonna see a lot of defense. Like we said, we were talking about last night's game. It was kind of boring, punt after punt, and I think that's kind of something we're gonna see in this game here. But you got the Texans, who have a phenomenal defense.
Yeah,
and they're coming into Pittsburgh, and they're gonna face a veteran, great quarterback, Aaron Rodgers,
future Hall of Famer.
Oh, without a doubt.
Without a doubt.
And CJ Stroud, he's played great this season, and the defense has kind of outshined him in a way. But I think Pittsburgh, they're going to host another game here, and I don't think they're going to blink. I don't think they're going to be scared. So give me Pittsburgh. I'm agreeing with you here. I think they're going to take down the Texans here, and I think it's going to be close, but it's not going to be very, very high scoring game.
Yeah, yeah, and I'm sorry, I didn't mean to sound like the Texans aren't good. And
No,
yes,
no, no.
the Texans have their defense really has been keeping them in the games, and CJ Stroud also been making these big plays
Oh, yeah.
down with his receivers. And I know they've had a couple injuries, but again, that defense has really kept them in these ball games, and that's why in that good position at the 5 seed. Again, going against the Pittsburgh Steelers, I think this is another coin flip here, and I think this is going to come down to a final drive, whether it's a game-winning field goal, game-winning touchdown, whatever it was, a big-time interception, pick six, whatever it is, fumble six. That defense is going to come out firing all cylinders on from both teams, and I think it's going to come down to coaching, Mike Tomlin and D'Amico Ryan. So we're going to see who's going to coach better. And I want to go back. I don't know if you're watching when Aaron Rodgers called 2 timeouts in the span of 3 minutes, and it didn't bite them at the end of the game.
I know.
That was a little ballsy. It was like his team. He couldn't. I know he had to get his helmet replaced, but that's a little ballsy there. And I guess that's that's his team. That's his captain. Tomlin's okay with him doing that, and it didn't bite him last night. But who knows if it bites him next week, right?
Yeah, it really could have been bad for him.
So yeah. So again, that happy to see the Steelers in there, and I think they're gonna win next week.
You know what I will say is I think the Steelers are going to win next week, but regardless of if the Chargers or the Patriots move on, I don't really see the Steelers getting past either of those teams.
No,
I don't see it.
no, and the reality is that they're gonna have to end up playing I believe it's the Steelers, maybe. Right, the Steelers would have to play the Broncos, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So again, it's
That's
gonna come
tough.
down to it is tough, but maybe it's different. Maybe Houston ends up playing the Broncos, whatever it is, or the Jaguars, Bills. We don't know. We'll all find out next week when all these games finish up.
Time will tell.
Time will tell, and that's what we got going on here.
All right, here we go.
We got a couple of comments.
Do we?
Comments. Yeah.
Oh man, Jets fans, look away here.
How about the Jets first team win? Growing pains. As Aaron Glenn said, he already sees an improvement. I don't see an improvement. But again, he's going to the practices. The only positive I saw is that nobody. I guess he was building that culture there. Nobody came out saying I'm quitting or I'm getting released, this, that. So I guess he did a good job keeping the guys being faithful in the club, in the locker room, and pulling for each other. And again, time will tell. We won't find out until next year. We got the draft in April, so let's see what they could do and what he could pull out. Second year, going to be a little harder on critiquing him on a couple of things. He's got to find out who his defensive coordinator is. He's got to find his quarterback, and he's got to go out and sign a couple of people, right? And we hired him for to be a defensive wizard like Robert Saleh, and the defense was atrocious. They had more holes than Swiss cheese. So
I like that one. I like that.
That's something they got to figure out, and it's got to be figured out quick.
We got another comment here.
Are there going to be good people going? Oh, I sure hope so, Hannah. I wish I was working for the Jets. I could tell you nobody wants to go to the Jets right now. Out of probably just like their options, because they could probably go to a better team and probably have a chance to win the Super Bowl quicker. But you have to trust the process, just like Joel Embiid said for the 76ers, trust the process.
There you go. You never know. Wait a couple years.
Never know. It could be another scenario of even the Commanders or the Lions. Everything's gonna happen for a reason, and it's gonna be a right time, right place kind of deal. And I see the Jets next year. I saw their schedule. It is not looking pretty. Maybe it's not next year, but it could be the year after. Who knows?
You never know. Never know.
Got
to see what happens in the draft. It's going to be very important.
Yeah. We're going to see who. I don't know if you saw, but there's a bunch of kids in the transfer portal, and that's going to affect the draft.
Totally. I don't know. I don't know. I think that's this is a staple. So if anyone's watching stuff like that's just gonna happen. There's really no there's no we can do about that.
No.
All right, NFC side. Here we go. Talk about the Rams and the Panthers.
I didn't we
I'm
already
not throwing shade at the Panthers here,
didn't
but
we already do this?
we did. We
I
did.
think we already did. Oh. We got another comment here.
Oh, let's see. Amani says if the Cowboys made the playoffs.
And I think Amani is more delusional than I am with the New York Jets.
Is this Jerry Jones? Is that like a fake account here?
Jim, I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. You know when I saw Dak Prescott this season, you want to know what I said?
Saw it. I almost screamed. Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, that shit queued up, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Josh Allen. Only thing Josh Allen's gonna win is a free trip to Cancun next week.
Ooh, enjoy the beach.
Just kidding. Maybe not next week, but in 2 weeks.
Maybe the week after. Yeah.
Maybe the week after, which would be okay. But I know he can hang out with the Jet players right now, and some of the Cowboys too. Jerry Jones is making pina coladas right now for Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens.
Gotta extend George.
Can we just talk about the Week 18 games where the New York Jets got blown out, the Cowboys lost to Jackson Dart, and the New York Giants?
You know what? I want to say something about the Giants right now. First of all, I think they look good in Week 18 against a really bad defense. But if I was the Giants, just lose the game. Get a better draft pick. You know, I mean, it's not rocket science.
I don't think they have nothing to lose though. They have their quarterback in mind until Jackson Dart keeps taking those hits. But they got their quarterback.
Maybe they could have used a better pick to get a tackle to protect him. But he's got to
more the defense.
He's got to stop running and taking these big hits. But you know what? I'll tell you, Malik Neighbors is coming back. Scadaboo's coming back. A healthy Jackson Dart. They're going to be a scary team.
Yeah, they already got their tight ends, Daniel Bellinger and Theo Johnson. Johnson was lining it up in the first half of the season. And they just got to figure out the Abdul Carter situation with his problems going on over there. I know Brian Dable, that was his man, and he'd always try to cover up his issues. And then since he left Building, they're honestly, their head coach was brutally honest, saying, Abdul Carter's not good enough. That's why he's a second string, third string. He's getting benched, and they need to turn around on the defensive side. Yes, they've had a lot of injuries, but when they were healthy, they were not good at all.
Yep, they're gonna be scary, and I'm not ready for it. I'm really not, but I wouldn't hate to see it. I don't see the Cowboys. Oh man! All right, cut it. All right, what else do we have to talk about here? I feel like
we have another comment.
Do we have another comment?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You want to sign up to be? Let's go to referee school. Let's do it.
Let's be broadcasters. I think we could definitely nail our Aiden.
Oh, Jim, Aiden. I don't know.
Aiden.
Let's take over the Sunday night game here.
Oh yeah.
Replace Chris Collinsworth. Get him out of here.
Oh yeah. And let's send it down to Gene Satori.
Never.
When will you
be famous for this?
I hope tomorrow we wake up and we're gonna be on Pat McAfee's show for
1 million subscribers.
Oh, Jim! I just want a little acknowledgement.
You know what? I want to kick one of those field goals.
Me too.
I don't think I'd make it, but I want.
I think I'd drill it.
I don't think I would. I think you would. I've seen you kick field goals.
I think I would kill it. If I never got injured back in the 9th grade, I tore my MCL. Oh, yeah.
I'd hold it for you.
Thank you. You'd probably say that straight up. I'd drill it. But Hannah thinks we'd both miss it.
Ah,
What about our comments? Hannah, do you think you're gonna make it? I mean, it's a long field goal. Isn't it like it's a point after touchdown attempt. That's like what, 30 something yards? I mean,
yeah.
NFL kickers don't even make it often. So
No. Let's see. What people in the comments, do you think you'd make a 30-yarder? Oh,
okay,
confidence.
let's
Confidence.
get this on video. If you want to send your tape and send it to WeChattingSportsMedia@gmail.com.
There you go.
And we're gonna air the video on the next stream to see if you made it or not to start the segment of the show.
Well, it looks like we only have one viewer right now.
So let's see Hannah's kick.
You don't have a Gmail.
Okay,
Oh,
send me.
we'll
Send me your
make
number.
one. We'll make one.
We'll make one.
Oh, it's Riz.
All right. So
I'm looking forward to this week.
I am,
really am.
but
You know, it's crunch time here.
His field goal attempt too. I don't know who's gonna be more pathetic. I don't even know, the Panthers' performance or Hannah Cowan kicking the field goal.
Ooh. Guess we'll have to find out. On
Yes.
the next show, we'll have a clip.
I hope Hannah makes it. We're about to find out next episode.
Whoa.
Who said that? All right. So we have
There you go.
our picks for next week.
Lock
Or
them
for this
in.
week, we got 2 Saturday games, 3 Sunday, 1 Monday, and
Do we have a what game is Prime Video? What day is that? There's a Prime Video game.
what do you mean Thursday? No, there's no game on Thursday.
I know, but one of them is on Prime. The Chicago Packers game is on Prime.
You mean NBC?
No. I'm pretty.
On Prime.
Hold on.
You're bugging. Oh yeah, it is. Packers, yeah, that's on Saturday night. That's the Saturday night game.
Why are they doing the Prime thing, man? Just televise it.
Well, yeah. Yeah, we got Rams Panthers at 4. That's a Rams W. Then the 8 o'clock Packers Bears Sunday slate. We have the Bills Jags at 1. Niners Eagles at 4:30. I think that should have been the 8 o'clock game. But Chargers and Patriots in Foxborough gets at 8 o'clock on NBC. And then the Texans Steelers Monday night, January 12th at 8:15, ESPN and ABC. That is the NFL wildcard week schedule. That
Love
will
it.
do
Love
it. That will do it for today's episode of We Chatting Sports. We hope you
Had a
guys
great
have a
time.
great
Had a
rest
great
of your
time.
night. And it's love chatting with you guys. So long.
Be on the lookout for our next episode here.
Yes, sirski. So long. I'm Jake Marino for Aiden Rapp. This is the
There you
end
go.
of the second episode ever. We Sport and Chat Media. We'll
We're
talk
out.
to you soon.
Thank you very much, everybody. Have a great day.